Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing something awesome. So I'm going to be doing the top 5 books that got me into reading. Unfortunately, I don't have 5 books, I have 4 books that got me into reading. So I don't have any of them on me right now because I borrowed them from the library. I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them for my own personal belongings and just put them on my shelf and read them again because they were so amazing. I have 2 in particular that I really want to read again because they were amazing and I forgot all about them. And yeah, just enjoy the video, like it, and awesome. And before the video starts, I recently got a bike and I was on it yesterday for 2 hours because I haven't rode a bike in 5 years, really. And I didn't notice until I got home that my legs and my butt was aching so hard. But anyway, let's go on with the video. My first book that is the reason that got me into reading is The Nightmare Factory, and I want to be putting a picture up right here somewhere. And it's basically about Andrew and his sister Poppy were stolen from their dreams, and they came into a different realm, what Earth is, and they meet Vesuvius. I can't say his name, but I had trouble saying his name in the book, and I didn't like him. But yeah, and he controls the Nightmare Factory, and that's the bad place. And Andrew and Poppy and his friend tried to stop him, and Andrew meets someone in like the middle of the book, and it's just amazing. And the Shadow Mares, which is Vesuvius, is like, what's the word? Like they're his pets in a way, like the bad people that work with him. They like take people from their dreams as well and steal their fear, so like they can create havoc in the world, so their nightmares are real. And the last scene, or the last part in the book was so amazing. It was so visually amazing, it blew my mind. I don't know why, but I thought of just awesome stuff when it was written so good. I pictured it like I was there, like I imagined the street, imagined when Andrew's mom fell in the bush. It was so visually amazing. It was so awesome. You need to get that book right now. It's so amazing. It's a middle school book, but I don't mind. I loved it so much. It was. My next book is Pathfinder, which is a Todd Hunter Moon series, and this is what you're supposed to read after the Septimus Heap series. And I did the bad thing for reading this book first, and then I started reading the Septimus Heap series. But I have the first 3 books, and I can't wait to read Physic or Psychic. I don't know how you say it, but I want to read that book so much. It's going to be so amazing. But yeah, I want this book. The book takes place 7 years later after the Septimus Heap series, and it follows a girl called Alice Todd Hunter Moon, but she likes to be called Todd because I don't know why, to be honest. So she sets out from her seaside village to save her friend Ferdy from the evil lady called, I can't say the word, Malevolent lady. That's all I'm trying. I don't know how to say that word at all. Todd gets help from Septimus Heap and Marcia Overstand, and if I read the first books, like Septimus Heap series first, I would have literally book noted right in front of my parents in that book because it was amazing. Just if I read the Septimus Heap series, I would literally fall in that book even faster than I did before, but I didn't, and that was a shame. But yeah, oh wow. But the lady's brother has a plan to put everyone Todd holds dear, close dear to them, in danger, and you really need to read that book. It's so awesome, and I loved it. I actually liked the cover as well, which was cool. Just Alice, and I don't know who the other boy was, which is a shame. Just go into the. Oh, it was amazing. I really want the second book now. I think it's called Sand Path or Sand Finder, but it's gonna. I can't wait for the next book, and I really want to reread that book again. So I need to read the Pathfinder, the Septimus Heap series, and then hopefully by the time I finish that, the second book comes out for the Todd Hunter Moon series, and that'll be awesomely, buzzingly cool. Yeah. The next book is the third book, and this book blew my mind. It was epic. It was so good. So the book is called CCAP, and it's fairly new. It's newer than most of these books, all the books that I read, and well, all the books that I read on the list. I don't really know that much about it, but I'm gonna try and give my best way. Quinn and her friends, two of the friends, have been training for most of their young lives, and they've been doing it to become seekers. Seekers are like assassins in a way, and they just do stuff. But when Quinn takes her oath, something bad happens. But I don't really know what happens. But all these books I want to reread because they're just so amazing and they're awesome, and I just can't wait to read it again because I just love the author's writing. It's just so amazing and visually amazing, and it's just amazing. You need to get the book. My last book is Return of the Shadowmares, which is the second book of the Nightmare Factory, and unfortunately I don't think there are going to be any new ones, which is a shame because I like the series. Well, sequels, I don't know what you call it, 2 books set. But yeah, it's kind of weird calling a little boy Andrew, isn't it? Like a young boy Andrew. But anyway, Andrew and his sister Poppy thought they destroyed Vesuvius. I can't say his name. They were wrong, very wrong. They were definitely wrong. So basically, what happens is the Shadowmares comes to the Earth now, and they feed on people's fear in fear farms. And when I read that, I was like, okay, that's a bit childish. Like, fear farms? Really? Like, fear farms? Just farms full of people in chambers feeding off them. If I was there, I would be pretty freaked out just seeing people in tubes being extracted, the fear being extracted. That would be a bit weird, but it was pretty good. That book was good. To stop the Shadowmares and Vesuvius for good, they need to find the Fender's feather. And I was like, that's a good touch. That's a good touch. Finally getting a way to destroy him is good. And they go through loads of stuff, and I was mad at one bit for certain. I hated this kid who did it. I don't remember his name. I think his name was Tom or something. But how he came introduced to it was when Andrew was riding his bike, and he was getting like, because he was kind of connected to Vesuvius, he kind of had like heard his voice in his head, and when he was riding his bike to school, he kind of crashed into a lamppost like a dumbass he is. And then the only way to like kind of like get himself clean and stuff was to use a spell, and spoilers ahead, he had to use a spell, and he thought nobody was watching, but I think his name was Tom. He saw and he was like, oh wow, that's so amazing. And I was like, okay, he's just like a little boy who doesn't know nothing and just a bystander. I was wrong, really wrong. And he was pestering them all about what he did, and he said he would say anything about what he saw. And then later in the story, he turned on them, and I hated it. I literally hated it. I was like, you little, oh, I hate him. I want him to die. I don't think he died in the book, but if there's going to be a third one, I really want him to die. I hate him so much. Yeah, they are my top 4 books that I'm into reading, and it's amazing. I really want to finish the Assassin's Blade. I'm literally near enough halfway through the last story, and about 60-70 pages left to go, and I want to read it by tomorrow or tonight so I can do my review on it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you want to see any more videos, then let me know in the comments below. And if you can give me suggestions of any like videos I could do, because I'm kind of like, if I'm losing like video ideas, I don't know if I should do tags because I'm not that known yet, and I feel like I should do tags when I'm like getting more views and getting known. But I don't know if I should just like go with the flow and just do tags. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.